I can open the way forward. One moment.
Right. That was not normal.
That was blood magic.
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Call it what it is. You summoned a demon.
Demons are just spirits, like honor or joy. It's not their fault they are what they are. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathan, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara. The endless dream, they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
I feel like there's a different law at work in this place. Someone else's rules. Dwarves! I'll deal with this.
Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
Aharin amalana salen. Emma ira au bella serviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
And here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashabalana.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
You were inside that amulet the entire time?
Just a piece. A small piece, but it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. And even trade, I think.
have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear girl. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
Are we going to regret bringing her here?
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelinar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
It occurs to me, I don't know how Sandamount got its name. Certainly isn't Elven, is it?
Something about this whole creepy ancient magic thing makes me nervous.
I'm here, right behind you.
I haven't met that many Dalish, and already I'm not crazy about them.
By all means, lead on.
Oh, hey, nature. I've heard about this. Thought it was just a rumor.
We'll have to be faster than that!
Maceranus, child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganan. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me.
You'll make other friends soon enough.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I think I can manage that.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
This will be Mother if we're not careful.
I'm guessing that Templar wasn't here to offer your son his good wishes.
I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself. Here in the alienage.
I promise. You will see your son again.
Then you have given me the greatest blessing of maker or man. I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are two places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
The boy sounds one breath away from becoming an abomination. Let's get to him, fast.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time.
Busy day, I see. The elves who don't live here actually have it worse. Hate to be an elf in Darktown. See you there.
Do you miss it? For Eldon, I mean.
Sometimes.
Blackberries. They don't seem to grow here. And there were little songbirds with black caps on their heads.
I sort of missed the dogs barking.
Yes. It's mostly been humans barking at me here. Not nearly as cute.
You're Hawk, aren't you? You used to work with the Fenrir.
Can't imagine slaving in here.
Andraste's grace, have mercy.
The Merchants Guild has their fingers in all these pies. Well, not the actual pies. They're clean as far as I know.
A pouch of Andraste's ashes.
My. If it isn't Hawk. Elegant. Lady elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenril's employ. Things have been going well since then?
Is there something you're interested in?
You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenril. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes.
Greetings, my lady. You look like a woman who'd appreciate the finest rubies from Antiva gracing her lovely neck. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
My lady, I'm a bachelor. Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
We're not Templars, Sirrah. Fainriel has nothing to fear from us.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
To an elf-blooded child abandoned by his human father? Of course we would.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown.
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans. Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
Why was nothing set aside for us, Uncle?
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
Take me to the vault.
Can't. It's in the cellar of the estate. Someone else lives there now.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother. But some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Here we go again.
Look, If you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
We're scraping to bribe Bertrand, and you don't think having an estate would help?
Sure it would, but it won't be free. How much unwanted attention will warring with slavers get us?
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
I don't know about you, but that makes me a little angry.
We agree at last.
So, forgetting everything else, what would you do with slavers?
Only one thing their kind deserves.
We agree at last.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up. I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone.
Free marchers, all shins are the same down here.
Well, this looks like the place. If the cellars go this...
Here we go!
I will show you!
And stay down! Now you meet your maker!
By all means, lead on.
It's about time.
Get ready!
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises. Want me to take a look at that? I love doing that.
That has to be the vault. If there's anything to learn about the family, that's where it is. So this is it. Grandfather's will. Let's just take it back to Mother and be done with it.
I don't think there's any point in delaying the news.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a monthly contribution.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
Gamlin lied to you, Mother. We found the will.
Grandfather left everything to Mother and us. I guess he had some sense after all. See for yourself.
I should... maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
What do you have to say for yourself?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
You'll spend the rest of your life paying my mother back for what you stole.
Andraste's ass, I will.
I don't expect that, Gamlin. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make her willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Still brooding? Your nobility, knock it off.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, sister.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
The second child act is getting pretty stale, brother.
Try it from this side. Always running after you, or taking care of Mother while you mark your territory.
That's enough, Carver.
Even back home, what could I be? The lone blade in a house of mages. If I excelled, it brought too much attention. That was a waste, eh? Could have found my fortune if Bethany was going to die on your watch anyway.
You will not use her against me like that. She deserves better.
Then you should have given better.
I gave everything! Question me, Mother, yourself, but not that. I think we're done.
Sister. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
I don't think that's the job for you.
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just... never mind.
For a night of fun, monsieur?
Maybe another time. So, you're not like a lot of other girls.
No, I'm an elf.
Right. All right then.
Oh, did I miss something dirty?
What? No, it wasn't dirty. It wasn't anything.
Oh, right. Because I miss a lot of dirty things, and sometimes I wouldn't mind hearing them.
Would you now?
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
How do you plan an expedition into the deep roads without knowing a way in?
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
We may need to wring it out of him. Wardens can be secretive.
Let's look at our options first. I'd rather not fight a warden unless we have to. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talk to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.